Shri Joy Chakraborty, Divisional Engineer, Wembreda.
Ladies and gentlemen, since time is passing and we are lacking the schedule, I will simply touch the recent developments in this sector in West Bengal, definitely in brief manner. West Bengal presently has the target with the new policy to have a grid-connected rooftop 200 megawatt by 2017. It is our target. The policy in 2012, that was a comprehensive renewable energy policy that was published by this government, having the target in all sectors of renewable, and specifically for solar, this target I have just started, and that is the present policy specifically to rooftop solar. So the second policy is coming on rooftop solar, and incentives are there. You can see that this is the proposed policy which will this year, at the end of this year, where the government is proposing to provide generation-based incentive. The question is how these things have become viable. Say in previous session, Professor Vajpayee has, in this session, Professor Vajpayee has described about this rooftop system connected in terms of grid available here. Though in West Bengal, specifically in Kolkata and surrounding CSC, they are taking this, and already 15 installations are existing in Kolkata and Kolkata surrounding, mainly in educational institutions like Gurudas College, like Upendranath Institution, like Heritage Institute of Technology. So altogether almost 1 megawatt grid connected rooftop in different institutions in Kolkata now existing, that have been done without any state government support previously. Now the state government is coming with the support policy which may be published this year, and this is the proposed policy where it is understood that for 4 years the things will come in parity with the grid. So the 4 years incentive is here, and definitely it will decrease in next year and next year because the viability will come closer. So for the first year it is ₹3 per kilowatt hour, and then last year it will be 1 per kilowatt hour. In this fashion, other than the capital subsidy, it is now 15% of the capital cost by Government of India. This is the additional subsidy based on generation. So altogether, any consumer, till that West Bengal, no individual consumer is entitled to send power to the grid. It is for institutions only. So under coverage means after publication of this policy, individual can also avail this facility. Now only institutions can avail this facility of exporting power and putting a rooftop power plant on the rooftop to the grid. And the capacity minimum is 5 kilowatt. Below 5 kilowatt, they don't allow. So after publication of this policy, the domain will extend it, so individual may also come up with this, and this first phase 17-18, the target is 36 megawatt, and altogether 200 megawatt, it is the program. This is the renewable purchase obligation. You see it is fixed up by the regulatory commission, and each state they have different renewable energy obligation, but the main disadvantage to enforce this that there is no penal clause. Say WBSEDCL or CSC or DPL, if they will not oblige this obligation, there is no clause so that they will be penalized to maintain this. The Maharashtra State Electricity Board had introduced first, and there are 4 states in India, they have imposed penalty in case of failure to make this obligation, but in that West Bengal don't have such thing. So in distribution companies for West Bengal, it is voluntary to make the renewable purchase obligation. These are the major RE initiatives at present. You see that the 10 megawatt canal bank project, it is on Tista Canal Fall Bank, the tender is already been quoted. It is to be done by SEDCL on the bank of Tista Canal Fall. Solar rooftop 200 megawatt just I have described. The 500 megawatt solar park project, it will come in Bankura, and in this year 2015, the Government of India has published the new solar radiation map for India, which shows that it is in West Bengal, it is the zone 2. The base zone is Leh Ladakh region, Konkan region, that is in western and northern part of India. The second base region, that is Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and West Bengal, that is the 3 districts, West Midnapur, Purulia, Bankura. So in Bankura district near Mejia, this 200 megawatt in first phase, total 500 megawatt solar park project, first time for West Bengal, that will come. Solar dome project, I will come in detail in later part of this presentation. That is a proposed program which is taking place at the Eco Park in Newtown, and the small hydro projects also. This is the solar dome project. This will be a thing which where the people may come for awareness on solar energy, and it will be live demonstration center, means all the energy requirement of the dome will be paid from the solar. The proposed construction of this is the overview. This is the 2 megawatt wind power project which is presently in Preservan. Just before my presentation, Professor from Jalapur University was presenting on wind. In West Bengal, we had the problem, say, these are the 250 kilowatt wind turbines, 8 we have so total 2 megawatt. We have installations at Sagar Island and Fraserganj. Both of these locations are isolated from the mainland. At Fraserganj, the CPWD in 2014 they start construction of the bridge, which may take 3 years time. Before that, we cannot install beyond 250 kilowatt due to transportation problem, because we have to avail the water transport only. Mainland is not connected in case of Fraserganj and also in Sagar. This is issue 1. Issue 2 is we cannot push this power beyond 9 kV voltage, which is not available most of the time in Fraserganj. There was previously a dedicated feeder which connected Namkhana substation, 11 kV dedicated line to our power station. But then it was in 2000. This plant was installed in 2000. Then Bokkali was not so popular tourist spot like now. Now Bokkali has load almost 4.5 megawatt in the evening due to so many hotels and these tourist points. So now there is no dedicated grid line, and so in the evening and night when we are in a position to push power in the grid because wind velocity is high, then the voltage level is very poor. That is a very important issue, because these wind turbines will be installed at locations which will definitely not be city areas where voltage is stable, both at Sagar and Fraserganj. So this is an important issue related to evacuation, that stability of grid voltage and definitely appropriate evacuation. Otherwise these programs cannot be made viable, because ultimately we have to push to the grid and then only this yield can be sold. And again in West Bengal, we are not availing the tariff as declared by the Regulatory Commission. The Regulatory Commission in 2013, they have revised the tariff of wind for West Bengal is rupees 5.15. But we are getting the 2000s power purchase agreement tariff, that is rupees 4. So we are again on the losing side. So these 3 points I want to share with the gathering here, that for wind power, it is not that West Bengal has no good potential. West Bengal has good potential. The best potential side we couldn't harness till date due to land problem, that is at Dadun Patro, very close to Mandarmuni. There was an old plant of Bengal Salt Company. The Bengal Salt is closed for so many years. The case is in DIFR. But the land has not been availed by Government of West Bengal to hand over for wind project. There is a study that 50 megawatt wind can be installed at Dadun Patro. That is a pending project for last 20 years. In Fraserganj, the site is for 10 megawatt. We could install 2 megawatt because now there are so many cases in the court of law against the coastal regulatory zone violation that we cannot extend the project because it is almost in the sea. And second, the voltage issue and our transport issue is there, that we cannot install a bigger size turbine, so that because this is not connected to the mainland, we could not transport it. So these are the issues related to wind, but definitely we think that like the solar specific policy, wind specific policy for West Bengal is also required, so that we can harness the wind. And this is all our onshore, but offshore projects are here, but onshore projects can also be done here. So the policy level intervention may be helpful in this respect. And last but not the least, you see these are the installations at different areas like housing complexes, and this is a South Kolkata housing complex by CDCRA. This is the country's first solar housing complex. This is in Newtown, Raviroshi housing. This is in Raj Bhavan, Kolkata. This is under Heritage Building Solar Photovoltaic Program. This is a nationwide program that all heritage buildings can be connected with solar connectivity. Here we have installed in Raj Bhavan because it's a heritage building. This is the country's first megawatt level solar power plant at Jamuria, very close to Asansol. This is the thing I want to share with you, that whenever we are talking about energy and we are talking about the solar, people have the idea that solar is required for areas where there is no electricity, that may be very remote areas, microgrid and other things are discussed. But very importantly, in all cities, also in city like Kolkata, in 2011 census it shows that 11% of Kolkata population don't have electricity. The situation didn't change in last 10 years, means in 2001, in census 2001, it showed that it was 13%. So in between 2011 and 2001, only 2% got electricity. This is because most of the settlements are not in areas which are legally owned by those owners. But basic point, the people are there, they are human beings like you and me, and they don't have electricity. We are talking about reducing greenhouse gas emission through intervention of renewable route, but those people, say 11% of Kolkata population is a significant figure. So after 1 hour from now in the evening, they will use kerosene lanterns which directly give the emission addition to the Kolkata atmosphere. So this is the all India scenario. It is not that for Kolkata separately, also for all other cities in metro cities in India, these are the slum areas where basically people don't have electricity in most of the cases. So thinking of the people who are not connected to the grid and to clean energy sources till late, so definitely we should not forget about the people who are in city areas itself. That is one important point, and for them, these isolated small systems starting from 30 watt, that is important to give them. So if you go to Bagbajar Women's College, this is the installation. There is a slum known as Bagbajar Somojibi Colony, more than 70 years old slum. They didn't have electricity up to 2012. In 2012, WB Reda, we had given solar power to them. Then CSC came and they gave them electricity. But the study says that 2012 to 15, both of the sources they are using, and so their combined use of solar and CSC grid give them the benefit to reduce the electricity bill compared to other slum dwellers who don't have solar. So combining all these issues, it's important that today we are in the era when the solar module is available at the cost of ₹40 per watt, which is unbelievable even in 2010. In 2010 it was ₹210. Now it is ₹35 to 40 per watt. So the cost has been dramatically reduced across the globe and including India and West Bengal. So time has come that everybody, among us, everybody we can avail solar system starts for ₹300. With ₹300 we can purchase a solar torch which will definitely reduce the greenhouse gas emission and avoid the problem of purchasing battery on regular basis. So let's be on solar. Discussions are important, introductions are important, but our consciousness should be converted into action so that with our existing capacity we can do something for the planet Earth. Thank you for patience hearing.
We are still trying to upload Dr. Shabu's presentation. May we meanwhile request Sri Prashanta Sinha, DGM WBPDCL, for his presentation.
Welcome everybody. Many big speakers have already completed their speeches and they have already covered a good many things about the present scenario of renewable energy in India. So I'll try to give you overall thing, what the threats are coming for this global warming and how this can be overcome by this renewable energy. However, we are now in a transition state. We shall not go to this renewable energy one day. We have to slowly switch over from our conventional energy to the renewable energy sources. Let me start. At present, the country's installed capacity is like this. This thermal covers about 60% of the total generation, and this coal-based, gas-based, and oil total weight is 70%. And there is little renewable energy sources, only 36,000. If we look at the growth story per capita power consumption in India, it is increasing day by day, and now per capita consumption is 1,000, around 1,000. But the world average is around 3,000. So the curve is increasing, and we are far behind the world scenario. We are far behind. If we look at the Human Development Index versus energy consumption per capita, the developed countries are half right corner. So when this Human Development Index, I mean the high lifestyle increases, the per capita consumption also increases. And the Asian countries and third world countries are in the left bottom corner. So major challenges before us is limited resource we have, but we have to feed a large population. This global warming is also a threat these greenhouse gases, they emit energy towards the earth, and thus the temperature rises. And there is so many things is going to happen within 100 years. So the coal stock will be limited, the oil stock is limited, but we have to thrive on with our resources. The foundation of all agriculture, and the soil is diminishing in different parts of the world. This water table is slowly going down. This biodiversity is being extinguished. Forests also disappearing. The fisheries are being decimated, and rivers are dry. So there is a big threat we could visualize in future. We have to switch over to some comfort zone. This greenhouse effect, this sector-wise contribution I have shown here. This thermal power station contributes about 45% of the greenhouse gas emission. The steel industries have a share of 31%. These polar ice caps are melting now. The glaciers in Himalayas are also melting. Global and regional rise in sea level. Crops are getting damaged by the sudden change in temperature for sudden onset of rains and floods. Migratory birds are changing their time of travel and destination. The rise in temperature has led to the increase of microbes that cause diseases. So if we look at India or West Bengal, in West Bengal we have two eco zones there, the Sundarban and Mount Everest. Here I have shown this Gangotri glacier, how the size is changing day by day. If you look at this picture, you could understand how this size of the glacier is changing. It is melting every year it is melting. This is the polar ice cap of Earth. See the red zone, I have seen how this cap is slowly diminishing. There are so many islands going to inside the water. At least 2,000 small islands across Indonesia may disappear by 2030. Here, one picture is by 2100, London may flood. So, this is the present scenario how this global warming is increasing. So, the situation is critical. This population increase, this demands on ecosystem is also increasing. This energy, land and water. These are three things which we have to think for next future generation. How we shall cater energy to all the people. How the land will be utilized. How water will be utilized. Water is increasing, false sense of security may come, but you see this energy depletion and air pollution, water pollution, land abuse, fragmentation and biodiversity shift. These are all these creating problem now. So climate is also changing. So solution is renewable energy. The clean energy, the green energy. Renewable resources are natural resources that can be replenished in a short period of time. These sources are solar, geothermal, wind, biomass and water. Renewable sources will not get exhausted over the years of consumption. Eco-friendly with no contribution towards global warming. There is solar energy, huge potential is available in India. I will go into that. Wind energy also have a big potential, and biomass energy, geothermal energy, water energy, these are also should be pondered over from now. Here is the solar radiation zone in India. Huge is 6.6 to 6.4 kilowatt hour per square meter for a period of 300 days per year is available in India in the western zone. This zone is, you could see in this picture, this Rajasthan, this Chhattisgarh, MP and southern region, they all in the high solar radiation zone, and we can utilize those things. But so many things are to be considered, because throughout the discussion today we have seen that there is so many factors that should be considered after the potential and implementation for the potential to change slowly from our conventional sources towards the renewable sources. Here is the India's wind resources. There is a region in western and southern region with huge potential for wind power. So for implementing, Government of India from 1981 is trying to make policies. These additional resources, additional sources of energy set up Apex National Policy in 1981. 1982, separate Department of Non-Conventional Energy Sources set up to provide trust. 1987, Indian Renewable Energy Ministry. 1992, MNRE, MNPS, and then 2006, MNRE. The 2009 launching of Jawaharlal Nehru Solar Energy Mission, and we are going to set up our 12th plan target, wind power potential 15,000 megawatt, small hydro 2,100, biomass grid, grid connected solar 10,000 per year, like that. We have already installed a 40 kilowatt rooftop system in our corporate office, and this idea conceived on March 2014, and we have completed on December 2014. This is a polycrystalline silicon solar photovoltaic module has been used. After that, I will say one thing. One Saudi minister told this thing: my grandfather rode a camel, my father rode a camel, I drive a Mercedes, my son flies a jet, but his son and his grandson will again ride a camel. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. With that, we would be concluding this session. May I request Mr. Siddhartha Chaudhary, Secretary of the Seminar Organizing Committee, to now give away the prizes. As you all know, we had been announcing from time to time that there was a technical essay competition which was meant for the students of the various engineering colleges, and the best 3 essays have been selected. May I call upon the 3 recipients. 3rd prize, Sachin Mishra of Techno India College of Technology. 2nd prize, Shoumik Ghosh of the same college. And Shramana Kormokar, 1st prize, also from Techno India College of Technology. Can we request all 3 of you to please come up? And Mr. Siddhartha Chaudhary, Secretary of the Seminar Organizing Committee, would be giving away the awards. The first prize should go to Ms. Shramana Kormokar. Shramana is not here at the moment. Can we request one of our batchmates to accept it? Siddhartha Chaudhary would be giving away the prize. Actually, this should go to Shramana, which would be given by the 2nd prize winner, Shoumik Ghosh. Shomik Ghosh of Techno India College of Technology. This essay on renewable energy scenario in India. And the third prize would go to Sachin Mishra, Techno India College of Technology. So, proud day for Techno India College of Technology and their students. Ladies and gentlemen, all good things come to an end, and towards the end of this day-long conference, may I request Sri Siddhartha Chaudhary, Secretary, Seminar Organizing Committee, to...
Good evening, everybody. Honorable President, EWF, respected General Secretary, EWF, and our most valued invited guests, my colleagues from different plants of VIII, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of Engineers Welfare Forum, VIII, Organizing Committee, and the entire team, wish to extend a very heartiest vote of thanks to all the speakers for gracing their important work and sharing with us their findings and opinions today. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our heartiest thanks to the entire organizing committee team, central committee members, and the zonal members for their perfect logistic support, the stage setup, and for all the undying efforts they have put into making this seminar a huge success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We are going to end today by reminding you once again that the ONM conference on Indian power plants would take place in the 4th week of September of next year, that is 2016. We look forward to seeing you all in that conference too. Thank you once again.